Welcome to the April 2024 edition of our market wrap. Over the last 4 weekends in April, there was a record number of 2,605 auctions. Now, of those 2,605, 1,359 of those were sold at auction. 522 of those properties passed in, and 541 of those properties were actually sold prior to auction, which we did touch on just last month, and it's a recurring theme that we're starting to see evolve as this market starts to change heading into winter. Now, we did actually average an auction clearance rate of 78.75%, which is actually marginally up from the auction clearance rate in March of 78.2%. As I mentioned earlier, a lot of properties are selling prior to auction, which does affect what the auction clearance rates actually are, because people that sell prior to auction, that is included in the auction clearance rate, which I know we've discussed over the last few years. I've noticed from a ground level, there will be an influx of stock coming on between now and the end of the year. There is a number of investment properties, people are copping land tax bills, there's copping rent rises, and people are selling a lot more of their investment properties than I've ever seen in my last 15 years. You'll see a lot more of that B and C grade stock come on the market, and there is a massive shortage of A grade family home stock. The top 5 sales for the month, let's get into those. At number 1, 23 Luckens Road in Bentleigh, a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom family home on 696 square metres of land, sold for $2,705,000. Next was number 9 Yawler Street in Bentleigh, a sale that we did in conjunction with our Hampton East office, and that was a 4-bedroom family home on 557 square metres of land, and that sold for $2.6 million. Next was one of the standout results for the month. It was number 9A Luckens Road in Bentleigh, a private builder who built an exceptional product, a townhouse, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms on 348 square metres, and that property sold for $2,410,000. Next was number 26 Draper Street in Ormond, a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom, relatively original home on 725 square metres, a development site, and that property sold for $2,205,000. And last, but certainly not least, was number 44 Walnut Street in Ormond, a 3-bedroom, again, development site on 771 square metres of land, and that property sold for $2,080,000. Heading into the winter months, most people do go away, both buyers and sellers. However, stock levels are severely reduced, but a lot of the buyer levels remain the same. The best months we ever have, in my experience over the last 15 years, is when there's this much stock and there's this many buyers. That only ever happens in the winter months. If you're thinking about selling sometime between now and spring, so you're cashed up, ready to buy come springtime, now's the time to get in touch. I look forward to seeing you at our next market wrap.